My room stinks of cabbage. Ugh, why did I just smell it? The chemistry stuff before that was fun, but the smell is just horrible. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Recently I've made quite a few videos trying TikTok things. We did trying TikTok clothes, trying TikTok recipes. So I thought, why not try TikTok art DIYs, as they're always on my For You page and there's so many that I've saved to try out. We've got some really fun DIYs coming up. We've got TikTok classic embroidering on a canvas, we're making our own paints, and a few other bits and pieces that you will see if you keep on watching. Step number one is to chop up the cabbage. Now that I've done that, I can boil it. I've got my saucepan here, just going to put it in and then I'm going to put some water in. I'm not sure how much water I'm going to need, but I'll add some and then I'll add some more as we go along. So it's not even been a minute since I put the cabbage in the water and the colour of the water has already changed so much. I have separated the cabbage water into different cups. I have 8 in total and I have labelled them according to what I am going to put in them. Ugh, why did I just smell it? This one is a control, so I'm actually not going to be mixing anything with it. I'm putting some tomato in this one. I'm just going to put it in. Oh, that looks horrible. So you can't really see, but this one has gone kind of like a bluey colour. I don't know if you can see. This works based on the pH levels. Cabbage is pH sensitive. So when you add acids or bases to the mix, it will affect its colour. Fun little science experiment. Looks like a matcha latte. Next, everything needs to be mixed with corn flour to add some substance, and then I am going to add a binder, and for my binder I'm using glucose. The video recommended honey or syrup, but I can't get syrup and I don't want to use honey, so I'm using glucose instead, and just fingers crossed it will work. So these are all the colours. We've got tomatoes, we've got floor cleaner, baking soda, bleach, soap, vinegar, lemon and the control. So the paints have now solidified. This is what they look like. I've got a blank piece of paper that I'm going to use for swatches. The pink shade we made from the lemons is actually quite cool. Now I can already tell that this one hasn't properly dried, so it's a little bit more jellified. Yeah, this one's definitely not dry and hardly has any colour. The smell is making me feel sick. Again, this is like very jelly-y, so maybe it's not dried properly, but I've had them drying for like 2 days. The chemistry stuff before that was fun, but the smell is just horrible. Okay, I'm gonna go leave these somewhere else and then I'll come and give you a little bit of a review, I guess. Okay, so I am back. So especially now that they're a bit more dry, the colours actually look really nice. They're kind of like pastel-y colours, which I am a huge fan of. Would I do this again? Absolutely not. Do I recommend doing this? The science of it is fun. The smell of it, definitely not. I personally can't stand the smell and therefore I cannot do a full painting using these, but I think it is doable if you really wanted to, maybe. So I'm going to try out those like embroidered canvas art things. I've got my little canvas here and I've got the design that I want to embroider onto it. So to start out, I am going to unwrap the canvas. I think that would be a good place to start. And I am then going to put some masking tape over the diagonal so that I can paint half of it a light blue colour, and then the rest of it will remain white. And once that's dry, I can start embroidering. So I finished poking the holes. It was actually quite hard and quite painful, but this is what the outline looks like, and I can now start embroidering. What I'm going to do is embroider this side using white thread and this side with blue thread. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing this until I have finished, and I will check back with you. I'd say that this DIY was actually really fun to do. As long as you've got embroidery threads, a bit of paint and a canvas, 100% doable, and I think anyone can do this. It's so cute, and I think if you made like a series of them, like maybe 3 to go together, that would look so cool. I started off by painting a light bulb neon light thing, and I didn't think it was going to work. Before I decided to use orange, I was like, I'm just going to start a new one, I'm going to start over, and I did this dinosaur one, and yeah, I really like both of them. I really like how they turned out. It was definitely very time consuming, so I did watch quite a bit of Kelly stamps whilst doing these. But yeah, it was definitely worth it, and I think you could get really creative with these, do all different kind of designs. I just think they would look good if they were framed with maybe like a third one like up here, I don't know. So once I finished painting, I decided to use a black marker and outline it just to clear up the edges and make it look a bit smoother, and I definitely feel like that paid off. And so the website I used for the paint by numbers DIY is called PBNify, as in paint by numberify. Anyway, once you select the picture that you want to import and paint, you just pick out some colours just to create a palette. I would recommend doing about 10 to 15 colours, and once you have chosen them, you just click the PBNify button. And I did have to do this a couple of times because I didn't like the colours the first time round, but yeah, anyway, you then get all these options. You have an outline of the picture that you can save and print, which is what I'm about to show you. There you go, you can save it. You can save the colour palette and it will just open it in a new page. You can either print it or just keep it on your screen, and you also have a filled version where you can just reference later on. I finished doing the paint by numbers and it turned out quite okay. Like I think you can definitely tell that they're blue parrots. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of painting by numbers just because I feel like it's quite restricting and more stressful than fun sometimes. But yeah, I think that if you enjoy painting by numbers, you should definitely look at this website. It's definitely really good. The only thing I would say is maybe don't pick too many different shades because the numbers do sometimes overlap. But all in all, I'd say that this website is definitely worth it and you should definitely check it out if you enjoy painting by numbers. Okay, so that concludes today's video. Those are all the DIYs that I am testing out today. Let me know if you'd like to see some more. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I will hopefully see you in my next video on Thursday. Bye! My room stinks of cabbage.
Yeah, I would
This is when you were broke and poor.
You know, right, having directors interested in me and people that I respected saying, you know, I like your work or whatever that is, and I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever. Drive home and think, well, I do have these things. They're out there. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there.